Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight, well, first off, National IPA Day is today, so happy National IPA Day, everybody. Celebrating by drinking a little beer that I've concocted here for National IPA Day. But on the channel, we're going to celebrate it by finishing out Weldwerks Week with a Stout. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do National IPA Day with a Stout because that's what I got to do. So this is 9.9% Weldwerks Brewing, Greeley, Colorado, Coffee Maple Achromatic. That's just what we're going to do. So a big thank you again to Holy Motor Oil, Batman. Jesus. That was motor oil. A big thank you to Neal and everybody at Weldwerks for hooking me up with the growlers to be able to do these reviews. I really appreciate it. I love your guys' brewery. Overall, great people, which makes it even better. And everybody's gotten to see kind of the beers and a nice assortment of everything that you guys do, and I'm glad to share. So, anyways, this pours out motor oil, like slick, thick, black, 9.9%. She's not screwing around. And actually, for almost 10%, kind of a frothy mocha cinnamon, about a half finger ahead. I'm just getting overwhelmed with like rich roasted coffee. So we're gonna dive in and see what it smells like. Yeah, just like really smooth, fresh, roasted, dark, chocolate covered espresso coffee. With some really nice sweetness in there from like the maple. Nice roasted malts, big chocolate notes, dark chocolate, baker's chocolate. And I'm getting more and more as I smell it, I'm getting more and more of that just like deep maple that's just kind of underlying that whole thing. Just a huge aroma on this, guys, like really, really pronounced. Not getting any of like that like bitter green coffee. Like this is more of like a like smooth, rich, dark chocolate. Like I said, really forward roasty coffee like you walked into like a Starbucks. There's no real dark fruits here. There's a nice sweetness, but it's not from like that dark like figs, raisins, dark cherry. It's maple sweetness. It's rich. It smells amazing. I don't remember the list. I really should look these things up before I do reviews, but and like the last month, there was some beer festival where they did a lot of beer awards and medals, and I know that this got #1 in its category. I don't remember what it was though, and I feel like a dick now. But it's an award-winning stout, so it's a smidge cold, but it'll do. Yeah, let's dive in. Thank you everybody for watching Weldwerks Week. I'm sorry it took a little longer than I'd wanted, but that's life. And yeah, cheers. First off, mouthfeel. Just medium plus. Not thin. I had this beer once a long time ago, like a year ago, and I actually wasn't a huge fan of it. It was thin, it was really bitter coffee forward, and it just wasn't near as good. This is coffee forward. If you like coffee stouts, but it's roasty, it's chocolatey, it's dark chocolate. It is really smooth, it lingers with a nice coffee just finish, like just like that really like dark roast, full flavored, not dark fruit forward. But when you taste it up front, you're hit with this pop of like maple sweetness, like maple candy, that rolls into that coffeeness. There's really nice dark, rich malty notes from the stout and the grain, which I like. This is 9.9%. You're getting no booze on this. This is deceivingly dangerous. Super. I mean, look at that in the glass. It's leaving like just a nice stain. This is fantastic. Yeah, it's just like deep, dark, chocolate-covered espresso beans that's just like dipped in maple, and you just eat it. Big, huge flavor. I like that it's not barrel-aged. It's for being what it is. Like, this is a much... I'm going to say this and I don't care. This is a much better version of what Morning Delight should have been last year. Batch 3 Morning Delight was very coffee forward, but like really bitter green pepper coffee forward. with then the maple like just diluted in the background, whereas the second batch was just maple candy. This is a nice balance of like that maple over really rich, like if you ever had Great Notions double stack. So like take that with a little bit more subdued maple note and then just add in like this big dark chocolate roasty coffee flavor. And that's what you got here with a killer mouthfeel. Great carbonation. Man. For non-barrel aged stouts in this range, this is one of my favorites I've ever had. I put this up there with, you name it. I mean, my favorite non-barrel aged stouts of all time are Morning Delight and Good Morning. Treehouse, Toppling Goliath, flipped. This is not quite there. Those are Hunnits for me. Those kind of take this to another level. They just add a bit more complexity. This is just a small step below that, though. Just a tiny, tiny step below that. The way they use the coffee in this, I love because it's deep, it's chocolatey, it's not bitter, it's smooth. I know I've said that a lot, but it is just killer stuff. This is straight up there, guys. This is, like, if I was given a number grade, this is like 99 for me. 98, 99. It's not quite 100, but that's just because there's, you know, as I told you along the way over the last 6 to 8 months, I'm really trying to stretch out my ratings a little bit, which just shows you how really amazing this is, because I can't just give every beer that I freaking love 100. But this is something I will always seek out. I will always try and get. It's killer, guys. So if you like coffee stouts, if you like maple stouts, if you like those type of beers, seek this out. It's amazing. And they have it quite a bit. So it is a little different from batch to batch. This is a lot thicker than the last one I had, which was a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago. This is thicker. So I don't know if they increase their boil time or what they're doing, but it's killer. So seek it out, guys. That is the end of Weldwerks Brewing Week. I like doing these weeks. It's fun to try a lot of different beers from one brewery and give you kind of an idea of what they have. So if you're ever in the area, I have a lot of people that have said since I started this, they've actually gone to Weldwerks because I did some reviews, and I had people that lived in Denver that didn't know much about them that drove up and went to their brewery that have reached out and messaged me. So that's awesome. And that's what it's all about. So it's all about the beer, guys. Thank you for coming behind the bar. A+ on Coffee Maple Achromatic from Weldwerks. Yeah. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, and comments. Until next time. Cheers.